这是
The boundary of good meat is effective. The whole of southern Guangdong is even more.
可热的美女总裁，女人的美貌跟能力，注定是要站在云端之上，受万人敬仰。而那个韩宇轩呢，他就算醒了，也不过是一个一无是处的普通人，根本就配不上你。你说的对，我现在需要的是一个能够帮助我踏入巅峰的男人。他给不了我，就只能让位给别人。林总，您放心吧。 那个韩宇轩呢？我已经安排人把他转移到了乡下的医院，没有人会知道他。更何况他跟您呢，早就不是一个世界的人了。就算有一天他真的醒了，恐怕连走到您跟前的资格都没有。是，我这辈子也不会再见到他。您就记得，这信我也就不用归还了。
神界500年。 人间才过了5年，青丘的经商能力还是差一些。我暗中安排了这么多帮手帮他，5年了，天盛集团竟然……
董事长请了。
什么
Director Sure.
？5年之期已到，马上随我去南省。 迎接我们帝豪集团真正的董事长。
这不可能啊！谁能做到啊？
你好，我找下林青秋。
这谁不是来求见我们林总的？不可能来求我。
不可能啊！谁能做到？
傻眼了吧？能者居上，只有完成了这些任务，才能获得和我们林总共进晚餐的机会。
理财招亲。
Fu Wen doesn't always have a kind heart. Yeah.
林总可是有名的单身女王。
Fu Wen's observation.
给我见人，
Go dance.
林青秋的要求越来越变态了，连排名第10的任务都这么难。这女人果然不是我们能肖想。
我王家也是南省数一数二的大家族，想要完成这排名第10的任务，你得损失1/3的家产才行。
The first meeting was too dark.
我更是想都不敢想。
这林青秋的目标早就不在南省，这根本就不给我们机会啊！
Total forest price per year. Southern province can.
第一的美女总，像你这样慕名而来的男人，
Building or not building.
少世家子弟排队都抢不到，更别说你这样的平民。我劝你还是趁早放弃。
Work.
是
Yes. Asia.
你完成不了，去了也是白去。
这任务就没有人能接得了。你小子该不会想接任务啊？
The style and quantity are not too outstanding.
美人儿也是你能肖想的？
乡巴佬来这闹着玩呢，你不会不知道接任务是要签合同吗？若是任务完不成，这100万的赔偿金你赔得起吗？
喂，
H.
走啊！他说的可是真的，你真的太冲动了。
Work.
跟你一起丢人。你怎么接了呢？这可只要100万违约金呢。
这哪儿来的蠢？连这种任务都敢接？你等着赔违约金吧！
到时候可不只是赔违约金的问题，天盛集团会在大屏幕上实时播报进度。到时候这小子若完
Ing Ing Tian.
丢大人了，
估计啊，得连夜扛着火车头跑路吧。
Zong Kai Shao.
害了我这个小小的接待员也要一起被嘲讽。帅哥，明天南省的新闻头条你是登定了。
排名第9的任务已被领取，排名第7的任务排名第6。
Pa San Su Si Su.
怎么
All.
全接了呢？你知不知道
This first task.
就是要去找黑龙会的大当家，让他签署海天法口的通行证。
This Black Dragon Society is the largest gang in our southern province. In the south, they've controlled the Haitian port for a full 30 years. They profit nearly 100 billion annually. Why would they just hand it over?
空手让人呐，而且还有排名第2的林家，排名第3的德一堂。
The Qinglong gang, ranked 4th. Aren't they all incredibly powerful?
天呀！
I advise you to look out for yourself. Incredibly powerful. That's even better. Tianxin Group, your work permit. Why can't you understand? The Black Dragon Society has always spoken with fists. With your small frame. These hands. Still fear mere humans. Aren't you supposed to sign the contract? Tianxin Group. ID card. Handsome guy. Regardless of success or failure, it will be announced on the big screen. Handsome guy, you have to promise me. You must make them give you a whole corpse. This is the pass for the Haitian port. Hold this tight. Okay. Wait for my good news. If you succeed in getting the job at Tianxin Group. It's a pity. It's a pity, Tianxin Group. You won't have this chance anymore. This kid actually dares to go. He doesn't know what death is. Hey, how about we make a bet? Let's bet on how long it takes this kid to fail. I bet 30 minutes. He'll reach the Black Dragon Society in 29 minutes. And be killed in 1 minute. Then I'll bet 29 minutes. He's probably just arrived at the Black Dragon Society's entrance. Ahahaha. No. I have to notify Mr. Lin at Tianxin Group immediately. Mr. Lin. A person named Han Yuxuan just. Han Yuxuan. No rush. Perhaps it's just a namesake. He accepted the 10th ranked mission. He does have some skill. What's his background? He took on all 10 missions. Nonsense. Isn't he asking for death? Don't do such stupid things again. You don't need to inform me in the future. Yes. Mr. Lin. If he really wakes up, what method would he use to approach you? If it really is him, what are the consequences of mission failure? I naturally have to bear the consequences myself. It has nothing to do with me. If the mission succeeds, then it certainly wasn't him. He doesn't have that kind of ability yet. The grandsons of the Black Dragon Society. Come out and face your grandfather. Which fool dares to act so recklessly? That's right. I'm here on behalf of Tianxin Group, to have you sign the Haitang port. Ha ha ha. Kid. Ting. But you know what? I actually miss them a little. Hey. You ants. Dare you be so presumptuous in my presence? Let's go together and kill him. Kill him. Oh. Don't play games with me here. If you've got the guts, come out and fight me one-on-one. I'm up here in the sky. You. What do you want? I said. I represent Tianxin Group. I'll sign. As long as you let me go. I'll sign, won't I? Why didn't you do this earlier? Here you go. The forces behind this. Do you know them all? This is handing over Tianxin Group's tasks. I've taken them all on. Is that not all right? Others can't handle it. Naturally, you can. If you don't mind. These tasks, Let me handle them for you. Take this. I'll ensure you return victorious. Okay. My men. Let's go. Go complete the task for the boss. Yes, yes, yes. It's time to go to Tianshan Group and collect our reward. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it for a minute, a minute. Hold it for me. Place your bets. No more bets. That's right. That kid, Han Yuxuan. I guess. Must be almost at the Black Dragon Society. I'm the big boss here today. Within 1 minute. Mission failed will appear in big letters. On this big screen. I'm going to make a killing today. Ha ha ha. That kid. He's dreaming. Just based on him, he thinks he can get with Manager Lin. He really doesn't know his place. To be able to get this cutie, even if he died, he would deserve it. This kid's death wasn't unjust. This Nan province. Because of him, there will be another lively period. Ha ha ha. What are they doing? Mr. Lin. They are gambling. Han Yuxuan is under the Black Dragon Society. How many minutes can you last? Anyone who looks like they can't complete the task, just kick them out. Let them all disperse. What a racket. The 10th rank task. Mr. Han Yuxuan has completed it. The 10th task. Mr. Han Yuxuan has completed it. It's just the 10th task. The 9th task. Mr. Han Yuxuan has successfully completed it. The 8th task. Mr. Han Yuxuan has successfully completed it. The 7th task. 4th place. The 1st task. Mr. Han Yuxuan has successfully completed it. No. That's impossible. This is 10 tasks. That's the Black Dragon Society. The southern province is going to be turned upside down. Han Yuxuan. Who is he? Oh my god. Han Yuxuan. Could he be from the Dihao group? You know my relationship with Han Yuxuan. I know. It must be someone important from Dihao group. That big shot. He's jealous and unhappy. But he doesn't dare to upset you. Secretary Chiao. Send out the invitation for me. I want to have dinner with him. Yes, yes, yes. I'll arrange it right away. Our general manager Lin has very high requirements. For tonight's dinner, you must be careful and meticulous. Rest assured. This is what we prepared. The highest standard banquet. Han Yuxuan. I hear this is. Busy yourself. Han Yuxuan, you're really awake. What are you doing here? Didn't you invite me? Han Yuxuan. Pretending to be that distinguished. You don't even qualify. What are you? You just woke up, you don't know yet, do you? There's no longer any contact between you two. Get lost. Oh. The divorce agreement we signed. You were in a coma for 5 years. The world outside has changed drastically. She stands at the pinnacle of the business world in Southern Province. She's a multimillionaire. I'm not good enough for her. That's right. I know you're very unwilling to accept this. But one must know one's limitations. Our CEO's abilities and beauty are both trump cards. Her future is limitless. But you are utterly useless. Don't judge with your narrow-minded perspective. To measure me, my identity, you still can't estimate. I am immeasurable. Could it be that you are some high and mighty big shot? Don't flatter yourself. Let's hurry and leave before our CEO Lin arrives. Hurry up and leave. This sentence should be said to me personally by Lin Qingqiu. What do you mean? You want to cling to our CEO Lin, don't you?
破坏他们贵人见面是不是？
You're incredibly shameless.
错至极。
堂而皇之的把自己明码标价。
Not only are you not ashamed, you're proud of it. Who is it, exactly? Han Yuxuan. What right do you have to judge me?
看我，
Oh. President Lin. You finally deigned to appear. What? Doesn't it seem a little unfamiliar? It seems you've changed a lot in these 5 years.
我若是现在出现在大街上，
You probably wouldn't recognize me.
你不必对我阴阳怪气。你昏迷5年，早已物是人非。
It's not popular.
说了你也不懂。我会给你一笔补偿。
Take.
拿了钱就离开你。
你也染上了权势的毛病，学会拿钱甩人。曾经的你不是说过吗？具体，
你要是再继续对我纠缠下去，除了让我更厌恶之外，
Its meaning is.
这张卡里有200万，从今晚起离开我是。
It's not necessary anymore.
你是钱可以衡量的吗？
Small and convenient.
你几年胃口倒还长了不少，想要更多你就直说，我尽可能满足你。
才是，在你眼里真的就那么重要吗？
Renpa is just one who is wholeheartedly devoted.
完全是。
我以为你是有苦，没有想过你可能是被父母逼迫的，也想过你可能是不知情的，你可能是因为太久，所以就干了事。所以我一醒我就来找你，可我怎么都想，你是因为贪恋权势才着急把我给甩了。我们的婚姻在你眼里就是一盘纸。
你所谓的感情，
It wouldn't be necessary if it weren't for people.
你怎么知道我给不起？你有没有想过，要不是我，只靠你自己，5年前天盛集团就已经破产了。你有没有想过，天盛集团的破天富贵那是我给的？
为了留住我，连这种恬不知耻的话你都说得出口。
Really?
好了，我对你无话可说，我只想你明白，身份地位悬殊的2个人，怎么可能在一起？
Return and effect.
思考过，我选择是隐瞒自己，不做事。
Qinglin.
你还真是好好的给我试一个，你好自为之吧。希望
Will not.
韩宇轩，你看看这里，看看我，再看看你自己，别再心存妄想。
Again little. Not one more.
你现在连见我一面，都要用这种偷鸡摸狗的手段，你与我根本就是同一起。我想不到会有什么理由能让我后悔。你少给自己脸上贴金了！你不
This is a stunning woman.
放的窝囊废，你有什么资格冒充我们林总的贵客？这种无耻谎言你都说得出口，我真的不理解。
Fragrant.
你确实不需要这张卡，凭你这份厚脸皮，在这个社会上应该被取代是吧？别打扰我的好心情。
Go and attack. Qinglin.
你确定要赶我走是吗？好，既然如此，那就把我留给媳妇的传家宝还给我吧。
送给我的东西怎么能要回去？
哈哈，我这么一个一无是处，
The wicked will meet.
也不行。哈，像你一位这么有野心的人，怕是从一开始就不是想嫁给我，而是为了接近他吧？
你够了，韩宇轩！没想到你是这种丑恶的人，别拿你阴险的心思揣测我。我早就打听清楚了，你当初不过是帮了帝豪集团董事长
A little one.
才得到这枚戒指罢了，人家早就把你忘了。这枚戒指在我手里才能发挥它的价值，你拿着那只是个废。
你明明是靠这个戒指发生的帝豪集团，你还敢说你此刻的成功跟我没关系吗？
得到帝豪集团董事长的赏识，那是我们林总的能力。韩宇轩，就算你拿着这枚玉剑，也再无翻身的可能。实话告诉你，明天帝豪集团董事长
The 6th Southern Province Business Conference Banquet. The banquet is underway.
向我出声。帝豪集团的董事长那是怎样的神仙人物？岂是你这种人能比的？
The Imperial Collection of Dong's family.
你连见都没见过的人，出嫁就嫁，你到底嫁的是李人还是齐？
住嘴！我怎么样与你无关。以你的眼界，这辈子都无法窥见我的高度。以后我会注定站在巅峰上，谈笑风生，而你只能龟缩在家中，在电视上才能看我的身影。帝豪集团的地位，想必你是清楚。我不想因为你破坏我的好事，看在我们8年婚姻的情分。
Lin Zong.
相信我们之间的情分了。
Jinglin.
啊，我走了，你那所谓的贵人就不会来。
一听到帝豪集团董事长的名号就吓跑了。林总，别为这种窝囊废生气了。咱们天盛集团马上就要一飞冲天了，你可千万不能再心软了啊！
Come
3
on.
小时了，怎么还没来？该不会是那个贵客看到韩宇轩生气走了吧？真晦气，每次碰到他对你好事。林总，我这就去教训他一顿。别恶气，
I'm not.
只当没有这个人就好。我是怕他不长记性，又来坏您的好事。注意分寸。
小子，就是你惹我们董事长夫人不开心啊？
是林青修派你们来的？
当然，你自断双腿，爷爷不就饶了你？
Jinglin.
这招用的够狠，不想死的话，就给我滚！
你小子是真傻假傻！兄弟们，给我上，弄死他！
你该庆幸，我不想在人间大牌上线。
你小子居然还敢动手！你知道我老大是谁吗？我老大可是帝豪集团的人，得罪了帝豪集团，你活不过今晚。
哦，是吗？
Today's big.
放开他！老大来了，你完了！赶紧放开我！
你就是他的老大，你是帝豪集团的人。
既然知道我是谁，就识相，放，可以给你留一个全尸。小子，在可惜了，一个跳梁小丑而已。
Really?
真能激怒我吗？不够格。小子，你还不知道帝豪集团，那可是吹口气就可以左右你生死的狂人呐！是你这种低贱的落魄
By wrong.
无法想象的。我可以原谅你无知也丑傲，但你这辈子以下犯什么死罪？
秦冬雪就是这么教你的？
闭嘴！是个什么东西？也敢直呼我们秦宗的大名
3.
3分钟。
Inner 3. Wu Bei Gong Tian Yunggui.
引咎辞职。是。
小子，你惹
Still.
我上可有，
Zong Qin.
帝豪集团那位董事长大人的得力心腹，可谓权势通天。
Gu Ren Tian.
我一个小小的男士，就是京城也是万人之上的存在。岂是你一通电话就能叫过来的？还要让他引咎辞职？
Not always Qin Gu.
我动手，上路！
Jun Tian Chao. Total Qin. Open attack.
秦冬雪拜见董事长。
Things Dong Dong.
废物，你被开除了。回去告诉你爹，他有个愚蠢的儿子，曹家京城除名。
我把帝豪集团交给你，你就是这么给我管理的？
请董事长责罚。
若再有下次，我想帝豪集团也应该换一个总裁。
董事长，您当初吩咐我们5年之内不要找您， 现在5年之期已过，我已经按照您的吩咐通知您的妻子林清秋，在明天的宴会上公布她董事长夫人的身份。这怎么可能？当初天盛集团在林清秋的管理下几近破产。
National Assembly Emperor relies on
才
all.
能翻身。他做事畏首畏尾，目光短浅，背靠帝豪集团整整5年，身价才将过亿。说到底，天盛集团的一切都是您给他的，他怎么敢和您离婚？
If not,
都已经过去了。
明天的宴会我已经昭告全城。
will banquets fat? 2.
照常即可。
您不是和
Tasteless.
要继续，我还等我的天。
韩宇轩，
妈，京东，
谁是你妈？我女儿已经和你离婚了，幸亏我女儿早有准备。你果然到宴会上来。
Come, come.
今天有我在，别生气这玩意。
韩先生不是来找林清秋的，这有你说话的份儿。没名没分的跟着男人瞎跑，一股子下贱味儿。就是，韩宇轩，你前脚刚跟我女儿离婚，这手续还没办利索，这后脚就傍个骚狐狸，你还抱怨不抱怨？金秋乱，恨不得他要和你离婚。
我韩宇轩这8年来
Come back from.
从来没有对不起过林清秋。从来没有对不起过林清秋。
呸！如果没有做见不得人的事儿，他能跟你离婚？
妈，你忘了这事。
哼，韩宇轩，你昏迷5年，医药费都是我女儿出的
28 in total.
35万。今天你要是把钱还了，我们就不跟你计较。
35万，我给他的何止千倍万倍。
笑。
Worship rain.
你这兜比脸还干净的废物，今天你要不乖乖还钱，
Sir wants.
乖的把这个欠条的死签了。我劝你乖乖听话，否则
101 leftist youths.
这个世界上消失。妈，我的手断了。
好玩你个废物，欠钱不还，还动手伤人。
Let's go to Xiao Zhang's place.
就是，我钱来了你就完了。
他能奈我何？
韩宇轩，你太过分了！昨天你害我错过第一
A country where people are precious.
你
Heaven.
还敢动手伤我家人，就因为我跟你离婚，你就用这种下作手段报复我。没想到你是这种恶毒卑鄙的人，我真是恨死你了。
在你妄加指责之前，能不能先问清楚事情的始末？
无论怎么样，我妈都是长辈，你动手就是不对。
你们林家的家风，还真是让我长见识。哎，
女儿，赶紧让他还钱。
Today, I must not take it out.
就是，
什么钱？
他生病住院5年，一共花了35万。既然他都醒了，那就让他还钱。
Jinglin.
你欠我的又何止是钱，还有一条命。我本不想与你多计较，那既然你该算账，那我们今天就好好算一算。
你对他
Climbing high.
女儿，这个韩宇轩竟敢拉着一个骚狐狸在你面前这么扬威，咱一定不能放过他。妈，我不是说过不让你们来这里，你们赶紧走吧。我当然要来呀、我女儿今天
The workers must be alarmed. The foreman. The foreman.
就是不行，我还要让帝豪集团董事长用
Anananha. Han Yuxuan. You actually dare to come in? This banquet is hosted by Dihao Group. Those present today are all top-tier socialites in the southern province. You used to hide behind me. Lin Qingxiu's husband's reputation. Those socialites wouldn't even glance at you. But now, you're just a worthless little darling. You'll only be ridiculed and mocked. What does it have to do with you? If you make a fool of yourself, I'll lose face too. Are you deliberately trying to sabotage my wedding with the Dihao Group chairman? Lin Qingxiu. You're not worthy of being the chairman's wife. Oh, really? Calling you a little darling is really underselling you. Do you really think I'm just an old woman? Don't you know what you're trying to do? I've seen more than you've had hot dinners. You want to trick me? No way. You just want to ruin my daughter's good marriage. Then beg her to remarry you. I warn you. Don't even think about it. Do you know who you're talking to? You little fox. Why are you yelling at me? Beautiful lady. You're quite pretty. It's a pity, though. You're with such a little darling. Why don't you consider following me, your big brother? Miss. I don't know Han Yuxuan. What conditions did he promise you? To have you act with him? But let me tell you the truth. This man is a complete and utter gigolo. You just woke up after being addicted to incense for 5 years. If it weren't for me, you probably wouldn't even be able to afford food. This kind of man, penniless, powerless, and full of big talk, can't give you anything at all. I advise you, just stay away from him. I'm after him, the person. Han Yuxuan, shouldn't you give me an explanation? Miss Lin, we're already divorced. What else do I need to explain to you? My daughter, I've told you before. He's simply no good. You marrying him was a complete waste of 8 years of your youth. Oh dear. If it weren't for him holding you back, you would have married into a wealthy family long ago. Mr. Lin. Who are you chatting with? Mr. Yang. Just a friend. I hear. Mr. Lin and the chairman of Dihao Group have a close relationship. Amazing. Mr. Lin, at such a young age, has already achieved so much. It seems the few of us are really getting old. Ahahaha. The major families of Nan province will have to rely on you for your guidance and support in the future. You three are too kind. We just heard. Mr. Lin, it seems you had some disagreement. This is him. He is. He's one of my daughter's suitors. Oh, a persistent one at that. My daughter is supposed to marry the chairman of Dihao Group. This shameless man, chasing her here. We were just about to chase him away. Ha ha ha. About Mr. Lin's matter. It's my business, Yang's business. Hand this kid over to me. I'll handle it. You're dead meat. A mere jumping jack. Dares to be so arrogant in front of me? You don't know what's good for you. I am Yang Guping, having dominated the black market for decades. Otherwise, I can't even protect you. For Mr. Lin's sake, kneel down and beg me now. Then crawl out of this banquet hall. I might consider sparing your life. I'm destined to leave Nanchang province, going out into the world. But you're different. You've offended Director Yang. You won't even survive tonight. Too confident. But that kind of confidence can lead to a fall. Tonight, the elite of the Nan province are gathered here. A gathering of prominent figures. It was a dead end anyway. My sister told you to apologize. That was giving you a way out. It's a pity, though, that you didn't appreciate it. I don't need her to give me a way out. As for trespassing, you can go and ask Dihao Group. Tonight's banquet. If I don't show up, would they dare to begin? Ha ha ha. Impressive. Impressive. You really are unscrupulous. You dare to steal a woman from the chairman of Dihao Group? You've certainly got guts. It's a pity, though. Your skill is your weakness. You're too foolish. You're crazy. In a situation like this, you're still so arrogant. You don't know what's good for you. Dare to offend Dihao Group. Today, the president and chairman of Dihao Group will be gracing our banquet hall. You are now kneeling at the entrance of the banquet hall to atone for your sins. Make me kneel? I'm afraid you don't have the qualifications. The head of the Yang family isn't qualified. And add our Chao family? Not enough. Interesting, huh? And add our Shen family? Enough? Far from it. Han Yuxuan. These three representatives are the most powerful figures at the top of Nan province. They can cut off your livelihood with a single word. Are you really determined to defy them? So what? Gao. Apologize to them immediately. Apologize. I said. They don't deserve it. He's asking for it. Let him die. Why do you care? If he continues to make a fuss like this, once others find out our relationship, even I'm implicated. This little darling is such a jinx. Why didn't he die in that car accident 5 years ago? In that case, let's add my Lin family to the mix. The Lin family. That's right, after tonight. My sister will marry the chairman of Dihao Group. Then, our Lin family will be able to rely on him to rise to the top and share the glory. Now, do you think it's enough? If this marriage works out, the Lin family, they're above tens of thousands. If the Lin family climbs to that position, it seems they'll be able to traverse the entire southern province in the future. Unstoppable. Ha ha ha. What are you Lin family anyway? I know. At this moment, everyone present, all want to take pride in suppressing me. But I'm sorry. You all are not qualified. Looking across the entire southern province, 2.84 million square kilometers, you are the only one who dares to challenge the top-level power brokers. Since you want to be an enemy of the whole southern province, then I'll grant you this courage. Come. Han Yuxuan. You really are hopelessly beyond redemption. Break his legs for me first. I want to see who dares to be an enemy of the entire southern province. Just how hard are your bones? Let's see who dares to lay a hand on me. Insolent words. Short-sighted and ignorant. Do you even know who he is? Retreat. Wait. Miss. You want to protect him? That's none of your concern. What you should be doing now is to seek a way out. For your descendants. For your young family. If I heard correctly, you mean, if I don't apologize to him quickly, it's very likely that he'll destroy my young family? No. I can't keep acting, can I? You've said a lot of big words, but when it comes down to it, you chicken out. This little darling, Director Yang. I wonder where you found this actor. He's really gotten into character. Now get down on your knees and apologize. It's not too late. I mean, I'm going to destroy you. There's no need for Mr. Han to make a move. I'm enough. Quite the big talk. Regardless of the fact that tonight, my Lin family will be associating with that top-tier big shot, rising to the top in one fell swoop. Just my sister's Tianxin group alone, to you all, is already at the top of the industry. Not to mention the other prominent figures present, all of whom are established forces in the southern province, with histories spanning hundreds of years, just relying on you. If you don't have anything, just because of him, he wants to destroy my Lin family. On what grounds? Just because of his mouth. He's courting death. You dare hit me? I hit you, so I did. But what you said just now was right. Just a word from my mouth can wipe out your Lin family. Notify Dihao Group, the person in charge of the southern province, to come see me. Yes. I never thought that I, Wan Fumin, would end up like this. The chairman and President Qin would actually grace my humble branch with their presence. It's all been worth the effort of my whole life. After tonight's banquet, if I can win the favor of this important person, then I, Wan Fumin, will rise to the top in one leap. Manager Wan, you're truly blessed. Ah, right. Then the chairman and Mr. Qin, aren't they my lucky stars? They should be arriving soon. Wan Fumin, I'm giving you 3 minutes to get to the banquet. If I don't see you in 3 minutes, we don't need to see each other again. Mr. Qin has arrived. Why didn't anyone tell me? You bunch of little darlings. If anything goes wrong today, you're all dead. If I don't see you in 3 minutes, we don't need to see each other again. I've already sent out the notice. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Those are the 3 top families in our entire southern province. Their existences we can only look up to. And you, one family, what are you? How dare you order him to arrive within 3 minutes? Han Yuxuan, I wanted to see you off, but unfortunately, you chose to die, not giving me a chance. Daughter, the banquet is about to begin. If he continues to make a fuss, let the chairman know. We will definitely be implicated. Han Yuxuan, are you finished making a fuss? Do you know how serious the situation has become? Do you have to make things irreparable before you're satisfied? Noise. Ha ha ha. What do you mean by irrevocable? Your advantageous marriage? You know it better than anyone. This matter, to me, and to the Lin family, is very important. Besides, if you continue to make a fuss, you'll lose your life. It's very important. So important that your 8 years of feelings can be treated as nothing. Lin Qingxiu, you simply don't know what you're giving up. What kind of existence is it? As for my life, tonight, I stand here. I want to see who can take my life. Ting, such big words. You dare to speak such arrogant words in front of us? You're not worthy. Your so-called qualifications are nothing but trash in my eyes. Audacious. Who do you think you are? Do you really think you are? Did he overawe everyone? His identity. You're not worthy of commenting on it. His identity. You're not worthy of commenting on it. You're right. This banquet commands the whole scene. Like ants. Lawless. Someone. Hey, Director Yang. Look at him, afraid to show his true colors. His flamboyant speech. He must have rehearsed many times secretly for tonight's performance. You've put in a lot of effort, haven't you? Then I'll take a good look at what you can do. How long can you keep this act up? And you. It's a pity. You're quite a rare beauty. Following him to your death. You really don't know when to quit. You're the one who doesn't know what's good for you. In this world, no one can compare to him. Miss, it seems you've been quite thoroughly deceived by him. He's nothing but someone, my sister, just a little darling swept out of the house. Whether it's wealth, ability, or power, or status, he has nothing. Even his dignity. To call him a dog would be elevating him. Jiang Dong. Sis, the chairman of Dihao Group, what kind of person is he? I'm afraid he would have already investigated you and this little darling's affair thoroughly. Now, instead of hiding it, let's just lay it all out in the open. Anyway, anyone with eyes can see that this little darling, I'm not good enough for you. That's right. That chairman, he knows my daughter is already married, yet he still pursues her. It shows that my daughter is capable. If you want to attract my attention at this banquet with your reckless behavior, that would be incredibly stupid. I won't remarry you. There's absolutely no possibility. Do you understand? Stop now. It's still not too late. Who said I want to remarry you? Does it even need saying?
还用说吗？
You've achieved nothing. You own nothing. You've left the Lin family. Where else could you possibly find a place to stay? So, that's why you're not reconciled. You're unwilling to be kicked out by the Lin family. You're trying to act recklessly and wantonly. To prove my worth. It's a pity that my sister saw through you long ago. And there are big shots like those from Dihao Group pursuing my sister.
算计注定是要失败的。
I think you've also seen this, haven't you?
早就看出了这一点了。
That's why you were at the party. Unbridled. Doing as you please. You can't bear to see my sister marrying the chairman of Dihao Group and becoming his wife. You want to completely ruin this marriage. Because you can't have her. So you have to destroy it, right? Ha ha ha. Your self-righteousness is truly eye-opening. Ha ha ha. Han Yuxuan. You really think that with so many prominent figures from Southern Province present, this is the reason for your repeated misconduct tonight? Han Yuxuan. I really didn't expect. You're actually this kind of person. Lin Qingxiu. Why do you believe everything he says? But you've never believed a word I've said. For the past 8 years. Have you even tried to understand me? And now you're blaming my daughter? Who gave you the right? Who supported you these past 5 years? Do you think you've treated her right? I gave you everything in the Lin family.
该说对不起的是你们林家。
Enough, Han Yuxuan. Aren't you ashamed enough yet? Yes. I know this divorce has been a huge blow to you. I compensated you, too. And you? When will you ever shoulder the responsibilities and obligations a man should? Shut your mouth. What right do you have to reprimand Mr. Han here? You only know how to hide behind a woman, don't you? Forget it. For the sake of our past marriage. As long as you stop and apologize, I will beg the chairman to save your life as much as possible. This is the last thing I can do for you. Let's part amicably. No need. Ultimately, what you're worried about is still whether or not you can marry into that so-called wealthy family, right? Han Yuxian, you. Since you feel this way, sister, then don't worry about this little darling. Anyway, he's already stirred up the whole of Southern Province. Today.
就没有人能护他。
Let him fend for himself. Not bad. This little darling should be eradicated. Otherwise, once it latches on, it will drain you dry. I think the chairman wouldn't want that either. Mr. Lin, I advise you, just cut the losses. My daughter, I see this little darling, is determined to harm you. To harm our Lin family. If they die, then so be it. It's their own fault. This is for the best. It's a good opportunity for you to declare your feelings to the chairman. It's a good chance for you to express your feelings to the chairman. I know.
其实你一直不清楚。
In these 5 years, I have given so much to Tianxin Group. I've dedicated myself to Tianxin Group for 5 years. You were in a coma for 5 years. You don't know anything. Even now that you've woken up. But our identities have long since diverged. Our statuses are different. Our perspectives are different. The responsibilities we bear are also different. It's come to this. There's nothing left to say between you and me. No matter what you do tonight, I will not acknowledge any connection to you. Sorry, Han Yuxuan.
雨轩，你我界限已经划清，别再一意孤行。
这样最好。什么东西？
韩宇轩，你与我姐的身份本就是云泥之别，
The grand meeting.
只会越来越大，我都不想搭理你。但是你今天大闹帝豪集团的宴会，
Will not hand over a single country's imperial collection.
诸位家主，这小子今夜尊卑不分，冒犯全场，是有心思歹毒，帝豪集团不敬。我想南省已经没有这神容身之处，今夜他必须以死向帝豪集团谢罪。
留给你的时间只剩3分钟。
3分钟，留给你的时间已经到达了。 诸位，我以帝豪集团董事长未来小舅子暂且代替帝豪集团号召大家断其生路，以儆效尤。
身份卑贱，品质低劣，绝不可留。我南省杨家万和国际，愿同林家一同断其生路。小子，过了今晚，你不知死活的大名将会传遍整个南
Southern Provinces Department of the Assembly.
八辈子修来的福分。我南省杨家父义，断其生路。我曹家也算起义，年轻人，你要
Needs to.
懂尊卑，知进退。你临死前得个教训。
Come to the world.
不要那么狂妄。我沈家父义。
The three great dynasties of the Chen, Wu, and Tong. Southern Province's effectiveness. Njiazhou, Southern Province. He, she.
断其生路。
南省李家愿断其生路，南省刘家愿断其生路。非要找死，这下完了吧？
Qing.
幸好你早就和他们有了，不然还不知道会拖累成什么样。这就是你想要的结果吗？韩宇轩，
韩宇轩，今夜之后，南省将再无你的容身之处。现在你还演得下去吗？
1.
没错，1分钟之后，
One of the quiet.
万总将会到达会场，届时他会亲自带着你，压着你的头，
Director Chang Sherdong.
磕头以死谢罪。谁要以死谢罪啊？
Respectfully submitting the total.
谁要以死谢罪啊？
恭喜万总，万总，恭喜万总，万总，
韩宇轩，原本我还想给你个机会，让你慢慢的体验绝望，但是可惜呀，万总已经到达现场，你的下场只能妻子。
是，我拭目以待，
不知死活呀！
请求万总，你去，你还不打算逃吗？就非要一意孤行？
我为什么要？
万总已经到了，他背靠的可是帝豪集团的总裁
Total Qin.
以及那位神秘董事长。
Xiao
这
Zhen.
种1等1的大人物到了，你觉得你还能活着走出这里吗？
你还是看不清。今晚我今晚我就是他。
The villa is not simple. President.
是这样的，今天的晚宴呢，我们有所疏忽，放弃了一只苍蝇。
President Tai Wei Sherdong.
今天我们现在正在清理苍蝇，自寻死路之辈。对，
Don't be foolish. President Xiao. You must not feel.
是啊，万总，盯死他们，这两只死苍蝇，让到咱们的帝豪盛宴，其罪当诛啊！
你们真是好大的威风啊！
万福民，
万总就站在这里，你还敢大放厥词，直呼万总不讳，你分明是在找死呢！万总，
President.
分明就是不把帝豪集团放在眼里。依我看，万总一定要好好的出手教训。
对，万总，就是您没来之前呢，这个贱人直呼您的名讳，我们再三劝阻，他却变本加厉。这种贱人就应该把他送到帝豪集团，把他整死。
好啊，好，你们干的好事儿啊！
万总，您过奖了，这都是晚辈应该做的。万总，还请稍等，晚辈现在就出手，把这两个苍蝇给解决了，以免碍了您的眼睛。
解决？我看该解决的是你们吧。今晚的宴会 帝豪集团董事长与总经理的接风启程，你们知道吗？
我们当然知道。是啊，万总，我们这次来也是为了见那2位大人物啊。万总，
The Qing dynasty's total flavor is limited.
让他们到了。
Qin Gong, Lord Qin. One coup, perhaps one.
不可能，他怎么可能会是帝豪集团的总裁齐总？
Lord Qin.
我平常可是连万夫名都够着，这下不把他给得罪了吗？
Ru, Lord Qin, the Emperor.
秦总经理，完了，我们沈家完了。我们沈家完了。
这就是你报复我的手段。
Qinglin.
现在你可后悔？
怪不得你今天这么嚣张，原来是巴结上了秦东雪。做出这样的事，你还要
Should we? Mengzi, a name.
做的事情吗？
One tasteless year.
韩宇轩，你没
Necessary.
我故意接近讨好秦东雪，这样只会让我更看不起你。我知道你恨我和你
Sour and tasteless.
没有觉得自己做错了什么。
那你的意思是，错的还是我了？
我不想和你争辩这些，因为没有意义。但如果你尊重我，
The play is full of humanistic charm.
让我扬威。
Respect.
那你把这8年的婚姻弃之于不顾，你有尊重过我吗？你有尊重过我吗？
总之，我是为了你好。秦东雪这样的女人，你根本把握不住。她身份尊贵，怎么可能喜欢你？她对你也只是玩玩而已。
Green Forest.
你凭什么这么高高在上的看不起我？
那你觉得你有什么资本让我能看得起你呢？你看看在场的人，哪个不比你有本事？我是天盛集团的总裁，秦总年纪轻轻就是一个
Wang Wenye's business rise is astonishing.
集团那位董事长，更是神一般的人物。
Simple and straightforward taste.
就一米之别，你和这里的人根本就不是一个层次，你懂吗？
是。
等董事长到了，他就会宣布我成为董事长夫人。到时候，连秦东雪都会屈居我之下。至于你，被秦东雪玩弄之后，
This meeting only.
败名裂的下场。
你就这么自信？那万一董事长要是不要你？
Uncle, perhaps.
你还是担心一下你自己吧。到现在还妄想着秦东雪那样的女人会嫁给你吗？你能有自知之明是最好了，你会明白的。我是你娶到的女人中天花板的存在。
Otherwise.
要你，就没有人会要你。众所周知，我们帝豪集团近日有一件喜事，今日邀请诸位前来，就是想让诸位一同见证。我和你不同之处就在这里，我会借助董事长踏入豪门，而你只会被秦总抛弃。
好，那祝你好运。
献礼。
秦家100亿黑卡一张，
A set of empty palaces in the heavenly cloud garden.
齐柏林一辆，秦家至宝紫天石1枚。
这些礼物
It is the overly precious and sudden style.
代我向董事长道谢。
秦总，
Qin Zong.
是我等有眼无珠，冒犯了您，还希望您看在林总的面子上，不要给我们一般见识。董事长要娶林总，
Half of this document from Southern Province.
半个女婿了，对吧？那秦总就不要给我们一般见识了哈。
Lin Lin Zong.
您倒是说话呀！以后大家伙还都靠着您呢。对，
这件事儿就算了吧，可我并不想就这么算了。这件事情还需要韩先生评估。
Zong Qin. Shi Yao Zhendang.
少来点得罪我姐，你可别忘了， 伯爵可是帝豪
Lai Wei Guahao Di Ren Fu Kai Shi Dong.
上司。
就是秦总，
5 people, one who is feared.
喜欢了就玩玩。
True, necessarily. Again. The 5 true emperors of the country's master.
那可是董事长啊，谅他这个废物，也不敢对我怎么样。
Oh, really? Let's start with your Chao family then. 3 minutes. The Chao family will be destroyed. Within 3 minutes. The Chao family will be annihilated. Mr. Qin, are you sure you want to? Such a little darling. Chilled the hearts of all the prominent figures in our southern province. Mr. Wan, your Dihao group.
这么让一个女人在这胡闹，
You are not worthy of our notice. Ting. Our Chao family is not as good as the Dihao group, but throughout the entire Nan province, we're considered a powerful and influential presence. I believe. In this world, no one can easily destroy our Chao family, let alone in 3 minutes. Today, I stand here. I'd like to see how you managed to destroy my Chao family in just 3 minutes.
让一个废物来大号宴会厅，
We, a few of us, can't accept this.
不愿。
Individually, we might not be a match. But if we unite,
我们团结起
I think Dihao Group should also think twice.
掂量掂量，
Ha ha ha. You guys are really frogs at the bottom of a well. You don't know at all
根本就不知道帝
what Dihao Group really is.
什么样的朋
A
友。
behemoth. You, Han Yuxuan, do you have any right to speak here? You're nothing but a coward, hiding behind a woman, showing off. I'm afraid you don't deserve this kind of good fortune. It's not your turn yet. Cut the crap. 3 minutes are up. My Chao family. Why hasn't it been extinguished yet? Ah. How could there actually be someone
真的有人
who would, for this little darling, go to such great lengths and waste resources? Han Yuxuan, don't be so smug.
沾沾自喜。
What's the situation now? Qin Dongxue was just toying with you.
3、2、
How long are you going to keep pretending? My wife, my wife.
见内，
No matter how strong Ting's ability to act is.
本事再强，
Little darling, you'll always be my little darling. Come, come, come. Hurry up and get down here. Otherwise, I will use all the power of the Yang family. I'll destroy you, you little brat. I don't believe Qin will because of this greenhorn like you. Fight to the death with my Yang family. The Yang family's destruction. Dongxiu understands. The Yang family. Annihilate. You're about to die. Still spouting nonsense here. Humph. You don't know when to stop. Luckily, my daughter divorced you long ago. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. How badly have you messed things up? Han Yuxian, I'm so disappointed in you. You and the child have been kicked out. The villa has been sealed. The company has gone bankrupt. It's all over for me.
我操！
My Chao family is finished. My Chao family is done for.
早就完了。
What are we going to do? Mr. Qin, are you really going to risk it all for this little darling? And make an enemy of me and the entire southern province? You still don't understand. You've offended me. You still have a sliver of hope. But if you offend Mr. Han, you'll be walking a path to death. Is Director Qin doing this without the chairman's knowledge? It's none of your business what happens at Dihao Group. Ting, I think this is.
这是你
Do as you please. Sweetheart, Mr. Qin is in charge of Dihao Group. She's the chairman's capable assistant. And what are you? You dare instigate Mr. Qin to destroy the Chao family? And then you want to destroy our Yang family as well? Eliminating 2 major families in the southern province consecutively. If this matter is exposed, even if Mr. Qin can escape, you will still be doomed.
死路一条的。
How do you know I wouldn't? Ah. The Yang family and I are insignificant. Director Qin, We have always respected you. But today's matter, we do not accept. Yes. We, from the southern province, also have the chairperson's wife here. Han Yuxuan, I warned you a long time ago. Give up your lofty and unrealistic ambitions. Your unrealistic dreams. Your delusional thinking you can turn your life around. By relying on one woman and stepping on the heads of Nan province. It's utterly ridiculous. Even if Qin Dongxue wants to protect you, I'll never allow it. Doing evil and creating trouble. Damaging Dihao Group's reputation. What right do you have to say such things? Madam. Miss Lin, you think too highly of yourself. Madam. Doesn't this $1 billion gift prove it? What do you mean? Miss Lin, listen carefully. I've already said this. These gifts all come from my Qin family, not Dihao Group. These gifts are my gifts of respect to Mr. Han. Who said they were for you? Miss Lin, do you intend to teach me a lesson? Let's talk about it when you become the chairman's wife of Dihao Group. Let's talk another day. As you are now, you're worthless. Han Yuxuan, are you just going to watch this woman humiliate me like this? You brought this on yourself. Whose fault is it but your own? You've all misunderstood. The good news I just mentioned is that I'm formally pursuing Mr. Han. As for our chairman's marriage, those are just rumors. Don't take them seriously. As for our chairman's marriage, those are just rumors. Don't take it seriously. Impossible. I want to see the chairman. He clearly promised to marry me. He told you that to your face. The prominent families of Nan province have lived for too long. Arrogant and foolish. Dongxue is. The reckoning of these prominent families, I leave to you. Yes. I, Yang Geping, am willing to cut off my own path to survival. I beg Mr. Han to leave a glimmer of hope for my descendants. I, Chao Disheng, am willing to ruin my own life. I beg you, leave a way out for the younger generation of the Chao family. Leave a path to survival for them. Those of good character can be spared. Thank you, Mr. Han. By family of Nan province, beg Mr. Han to show leniency. Wang family of Nan province, beg Mr. Han to show leniency. By family of Nan province, beg Mr. Han to show leniency. Wang family of Nan province, beg Mr. Han to show leniency. Zhou family, Nan province, we implore Mr. Han to show leniency. Lu family, Nan province, we implore Mr. Han to show leniency. Xiao family, Nan province, we implore Mr. Han to show leniency. Li family, Nan province, we implore Mr. Han to show leniency. Sis. What's going on? This banquet. Wasn't the chairman proposing to you? How did it become? CEO Qin pursuing that adorable Han Yuxuan? That little darling just woke up. How did she end up clinging to CEO Qin? He must have been cheating 5 years ago. Okay, he is chasing after my sister. Chasing. Wait a minute. Mr. Lin, do you have anything else? Therefore. Is that so? It's none of your business. What does it have to do with you? What are you pretending to be stupid for? You're the one who divorced my daughter. And immediately got involved with another woman. Do you think that's fair to her? Don't forget. You've been in a coma for 5 years. My daughter paid all your medical expenses. At the time, I shouldn't have let my daughter marry you. Mr. Qin, you want to take this man away? Okay. Then you have to compensate us. Even my 5 years of medical expenses were paid by my sister. You should at least compensate. 50 million. No. 100 million. That's right. Since Mr. Qin is so wealthy, Right off the bat, I'll give this little darling 1 billion yuan. So, giving us 100 million yuan isn't too much, is it? Lin Qingxiu.
你家人的吃相还真林清秋，你家人的吃相还真。
Our 8-year marriage. I, Han Yuxuan, can honestly say, I haven't wronged you. 8 years ago, company.
给你的资金让你开的公司。
5 years ago, I got into a car accident saving you. That accident left me lost for the past 5 years. Are you sure you want to settle this score? Han Yuxuan. Stop acting like my lifesaver. 5 years have passed. Besides, I did offer you compensation. You were the one who refused it.
我像现在一样恶心过。
I thought, you just didn't have money or ability. But your character was still good. But now, you've really let me down. What are you trying to say? I know.
你听了这些话会很不舒服。
But what I said is the truth. You truly stole the show tonight. You forced the prominent families of Southern Province to seal their own fate. Looking at the whole of Southern Province.
这个人能做到这一步，
But this, what difference does it make? You didn't achieve this on your own. You're just standing behind another woman. You don't rely on yourself. You're just standing behind another woman.
身后爸，无论你今晚有多大的威风，
In the end, you're still you. You've never stood up like a man. And relied on your own abilities. Ah. Mr. Lin's words have really opened my eyes. If you say so, I think there's nothing left for us to discuss. Let's go. Mr. Qin,
秦总，
there are some things I must tell you.
必须告诉我。
I'd like to hear more. This man, Han Yuxuan, he's a master of disguise. When I first met him,
认识的时候，他就自称帝豪集团董事长，
he flaunted himself.
当成骗子毒打了一顿。是我
I saved him.
后来
Later, I married him.
我不知道他用什么手段，
He approached you. But he must be deceiving you. This man,
根本就是一滩扶不上墙的烂
worthless trash. Utter good for nothing. He's simply not worth your settling the score for him. The entire Southern Province. What you've ruined is the reputation of the entire Dihao group. With your mortal eyes, you cannot recognize a true dragon. I can only resort to sophistry to comfort myself. It really is pathetic. What do you mean?
没什么意思。
I'm just speaking the truth.
不
But
过，
I still have to thank Miss Lin. To be able to let go of such an excellent Mr. Han. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. However, Mr. Han's identity is far beyond your estimation.
放在你们一无所知的份儿上，
I could reveal a little bit, though. No need. It's all for nothing.
永远
Man.
站在别人背后的男人。
I'm not interested in knowing about that kind of man. That kind of man only makes me feel more disgusted. That's a real shame.
希望林小姐可千万别后悔。能让我后悔的理由有很多，但
But it's definitely not because of him. And divorcing him. It was the most correct choice I've ever made. President Qin. You, as the CEO of Dihao Group, don't need to waste your energy and time on such an incompetent man. This kind of person will only lead to your greater disappointment. This kind of person that will only disappoint you further. Since Miss Lin knows that I am the CEO of Dihao Group, then I ask, what right does Miss Lin have to order me around and tell me, Qin Dongxue, what to do? Superficial. Also, I hope you understand. With your current status and position, you are not yet qualified to me, Qin Dongxue.
韩先生，走吧。你装什么装啊
Interfere.
捡了一件扫地出门的垃圾，还当成宝贝了，这脑子有病！妈，你别说了，以后我和韩宇轩的事情，你别
No matter how much you want to.
妈说你打抱不平，你就是太善良。刚刚那个贱人凭什么那么说你？他虽然是帝豪集团的总裁，但你还是帝豪集团的。
Mind your own business.
他虽然是帝豪集团的总裁，但你还是帝豪集团的董事长夫人。
青秋，今天董事长怎么没来？我怎么知道？
Indeed.
他说的对，现在的我，比起他，离去还差得很远。
贱，可是你身后有董事长啊！
我林
Qin Lin. Is he reliable? I don't think so.
是，就是带着天盛集团，一步一步走到帝豪集团的高峰。没错， 你是我的女儿，你的能力和他一模一样。韩宇轩，将来你一定会后悔，我会让你亲眼看到天盛集团的崛起，但愿那个时候，希望你能够明白，
Only self-reliance.
一步一步走上高处，一时得势，难以维持，终将一无所有。
Director Dong. Today.
南省一流世家的清算已经全部完成，半数一流世家跌落至3流，这般下去，
Yuan.
这次怕是要大伤元气。
那我就再扶持一批人。
您的意思是？
通知下去，帝豪集团斥资150亿打造
Valley Gold
项目，这南省所有的公司都可以参加。
Yes.
请您为新项目选一个地方。
就在这儿吧，第4区。
属下这就去办。
Zonglin.
帝豪集团刚刚发布通知，要斥资150亿建欢乐谷，我们可以参与。
好，知道了。林总，您怎么了？林总，您怎么了？帝豪集团刚刚发布通知，斥资150亿修建欢乐谷，是帝豪集团董事长亲自下令的。咱们天盛集团就是建筑公司啊！我知道董事长心中还是有您的。帝豪集团已经享誉全球，怎么可能看得上小小欢乐谷带来的利润？他这一定又是在帮您，整整150亿。董事长对您真的是一往情深。
Yes.
我们现在就出发去帝豪集团。乔秘书，你说我们能成功吗？天盛集团比起这些老牌企业还是差了点。可是这150亿的大项目，哪怕从中扣下一些边角料，也足够我们大赚一笔。
Zonglin.
您年纪轻轻就成立了天盛集团，那帝豪集团是肯定能看见你的优秀的。再说，您不还有董事长吗？再说，您不还有董事长吗？没错，只要能跟帝豪集团合作上，天盛集团可就一飞冲天了。
Shu Edong-jin.
再也不能用那种语气和我说话，到时候那个韩宇轩就会知道他错过了一个怎样优秀的人。真到那个时候，他后悔也晚喽。
Zonglin. And. The harvest is one day, one is a woman, not just.
你还是早日认清现实，但事实就是如此。你还是早日认清现实。我知道你想说什么，你这般纠缠我，不就是想和我复婚吗？我是绝不可能同意。
我说了，我不是来找你。
The total forest price dance.
集团合作了，到时候
Southern provinces.
望我们林总的身姿，以他的美貌和能力，注定是要站在云端之上。
Human style acceptance.
包括其过去。
是吗？那和我有什么关系？
韩宇轩，你别装了，你明知道我天盛集团马
The
上
day I
一飞
want.
冲天，跻身于南省顶端了，所以你跑来求我复合，但我已经看清你了。我告诉你，复婚绝不可能。
我有必要提醒你一下，昨天参加宴会的所有世家不得参与此次项目的竞标。
Its effect among them.
自然也包括你。
你少危言耸听，达不成目的就想欺瞒哄骗我，你以为我是傻子吗？会相信你这样的废物？你以为我是傻子吗？会相信你这样的废物？你有什么资格说这样的话？你不就是跟那个秦总勾搭上了吗？
A small silver white one.
把自己当成帝豪集团的人了。我跟林总根本就没有收到这样的通知。
那行，现在你们收到。广播通知：昨天参加宴会的所有世家不得参与欢乐谷的项目竞标。是。
韩宇轩
Not quite right.
你的演技倒是上涨不少啊！ 还知道请个群众演员来当托，这不去当演员，缺才了呀！韩宇轩，为了害我，你手段用尽，你就这么恨我吗？做人可以没有本事，但不能龌龊。这一次你醒过来，我本真心为你感到开心，可你做尽蠢事，消磨掉了我们之间最后的情谊。以后无论你落得如何下场，都是你咎由自取。
我是做了什么蠢事？
我来告诉你，为了跟我们林总见上一面，冒充完成天盛集团
The expensive one. Don't always be so full of yourself. Will.
一蒙蔽，我们当场戳穿了你，
You'll lose your sense of self.
那就算了，可你却害得我们林总失去了跟贵人见面的机会。说到底，都是因为你一直在拖累我们林总。
这件事那天我已经解释过了，无需多言。
别再撒谎了，韩宇轩。如果你从低做起，是一步步走向我，即便你身份低微，我也会高看你一眼。但你用这种下作手段，我只会更厌恶。韩宇轩，我之所以和你离婚，就是因为我在你身上看不到任何希望，就透露着无用窝囊。不是说要把我们赶出帝豪集团？你那个群众演员呢？是被我们戳穿了，演不下去了吧？
你们的自以为是，还真是令我刮目相看。你们的自以为是，还真是令我刮目相看。
装腔作势。昨晚秦冬雪毫无条件的帮你，让你在宴会上出尽了风头。但今天他不会再帮你，因为这次招标会是董事长发起。秦冬雪就算再厉害，也不能越过董事长，所以今天注定失败。
是吗？你们无需和我争辩，1分钟之后自然就会见分晓。
你还是不懂，我之所以跟你说这些，是想让你明白，做人要知分寸，进退。无论爬得多高，当张狂超出实力，注定会摔得粉身。
You're destined to be smashed to pieces. What authority do you have to lecture me here? You're so ungrateful. Our CEO is advising you. That's because our general manager Lin is kind. General manager Lin. He's a rotten log. We can't carve him. Let him be left to his own devices. Dihao Group issued a notice. Let him. Let them fend for themselves. Dihao Group has issued a notice. The prominent families at last night's Dihao banquet. It was you. You did this on purpose. The results are in. You lost. Han Yuxuan. Do you hate me that much?
为了毁掉我，不惜搭上自己。
Right?
未免太看得起自己了吧？
Destroy you. For Mr. Han. It would be effortless. Like crushing an ant. Heh. You're just taking advantage of the chairman's absence. Doing evil deeds. But chairman is here. Your good days are over.
好日子就到头了。
Now that things have come to this, you still refuse to see the truth. Mr. Han's identity. Can't you guess it? Could it be? Does he have any other lofty, high-level identities? Stop beating around the bush. He's nothing but a...
只会吃软饭的废物吧。
Stop beating around the bush. Just. He's nothing but a...
只会吃软饭的废物吧。昨天晚上我准备告诉你的，可你
But you're too arrogant and overconfident, and didn't give me a chance. What do you want to say? 5 years ago, Tianxin Group was on the brink of bankruptcy. The order.
到一个2000万的单子，从此
From then on, good things kept happening. Orders came in continuously, and the profit from each order all exceed 50% of the market. 3 years ago,
因为你的决策，
because of your poor decisions, all of Tianxin Group's liquid assets were trapped in the stock market. Lottery tickets.
1000万的彩票，
Furthermore, catapulted you into becoming Dihao Group's chief partner in Southern Province.
帝豪集团倾尽全力的帮你，
But you're simply not presentable.
上不得。
For 3 whole years, your net worth has barely exceeded 100 million. If it were any other company,
别的公司，哪怕是一个小作坊，
with Dihao Group's selfless support,
师的扶持下，
in 5 years, you would have been more than ready for an IPO. But you? With Dihao Group's selfless support, 5 years would be enough to go public. But you? In this situation, who exactly is the good for nothing? Do you even know? All these years, every single project you took on was personally approved by me. 5 years ago, I received an assignment to support Tianqing Group's IPO. You said you knew nothing about it. You are merely following the chairman's orders to help our general manager Lin out of his kindness. What right do you have to criticize here? I simply can't stand seeing some people be so ungrateful. All these years, the chairman really misjudged him. What do you mean? Where's the chairman? I want to see him. Didn't you already see him? The chairman of Dihao Group. It's him. Mr. Han Yuxuan. Impossible. I understand. You're just afraid I'll expose you. You two are ambitious and unscrupulous, taking advantage of the distance from the capital. You bully the weak and deceive the superiors. You're attempting to impersonate the chairman in the southern province. Until the real chairman arrives, you're finished. Lin Qingxiu, when did you become so narrow-minded, arrogant, and unable to tell right from wrong? Or rather, did I never truly know you? You're the one who can't tell right from wrong. 8 years ago, you fabricated this lie. As a result, you couldn't even afford food. Now, you're trying the same trick again. The people at Dihao Group, I won't tolerate you. From the very beginning, you just don't trust me. What reason do I have to trust you? I should have listened to my mother. People of such disparate social standing shouldn't be together. 8 years of my youth. 8 years. 8 years, it was truly wasted. 8 years. 8 years, it was truly wasted. Chairman, the high-level executives of the Southern Province branch are still waiting for you to chair the meeting. Let's go. Director Lin, what should we do? Follow them. I'd like to see what kind of play they're putting on. That's right. I don't believe that little darling could get the entire Dihao Group to play along with him. Chairman, should we deal with this? No need. Let her give up completely. Good morning, Chairman. Manager Lin, the leader, is the general manager of Dihao Group's Nanxing branch. Wan Fumin. Why is he bowing to that little darling? Nanxing branch. Setting up Han Yuxuan. What on earth is going on? Chairman, Mr. Qin. At last night's banquet, the families dared to defy their superiors. The accounting is complete. These are the results. The Nanxing province has suffered greatly from this upheaval. It's been severely weakened. Luckily, the chairman was wise. The companies from Nanxing province that want to bid on the Happy Rome project are all gathered outside. They're all waiting outside. Do you need to see him, her? No, I don't. Okay. I'll leave this matter entirely in your hands. Yes. After tonight, I will leave Nanxing province and return to the capital. I'm leaving everything in Nan province to you. You'll handle everything. Yes. The bid. Your so-called feelings are not what I need, what I want. You can't give me. How do you know I can't afford it? Have you ever thought, if it weren't for me, relying only on yourself? Have you ever thought about Tianqing Group's immense wealth that was given by me to keep me? You can even say such shameless words. How can you even say that? You are truly unreasonable. Fine. I have nothing to say to you. I just want you to understand that two people with such disparate statuses, how could we possibly be together? This question I have indeed considered it. I chose to hide my true self and help you ascend. And you? Lin Qingxiu. A lesson. Just do as you please. I hope you won't regret it. Impossible. What he said, it's impossible to be true. He's lying to me. Don't you have that jade ring? The chairman said. You can take the ring to him. Wait until you see the chairman. Everything will be clear then. That's right. I want to see the chairman. Oh. Where's my ring? Did that little darling steal it? Han Yuxuan. It was you who stole my ring. Han Yuxuan. It was you who stole my ring. The ring. The jade ring the chairman gave me. Are you sure that ring was a gift from the chairman? Don't change the subject. Return the ring to me. Lin Qingxiu. Perhaps I've been too lenient with you, to the point where you're now lawless in front of me. You now are questioning me from what kind of position and status? You dare question me? What do you mean? What you said before was right. These two people with such different statuses and positions simply don't deserve to be together. And it took me 8 years to understand this truth. The person who taught me this truth is you. How come you don't understand now? Look here. And then look at me. Look at yourself. You're just from a small family in southern province. Your so-called over 100 million fortune. You, now, can only see me by using that one worthless ring. To me, someone like you is simply worlds apart. These are the words you once spoke. I'm returning it to you now. Han Yuxuan, look here. Look at me. And then look at yourself. Don't harbor any illusions. We're not the same anymore. You can't even see me now. You always resort to such underhanded tactics. You and I are worlds apart. I can't imagine any reason that would make me regret this. Now, do you regret it? I don't regret it. Lies are always exposed eventually. No matter how much of a fuss you make, you're nothing but a clown. A mere plaything in the hands of the true power holders. Miss Lin's mind is truly extraordinary. Miss Lin's mind is truly extraordinary. Aren't you curious where that ring is? I can tell you that you took it. Bring it up. Let me go. Daughter, help me quickly. Sister, he actually dared to hit me. Quickly have the chairman's brother-in-law fire them. Let go. What's going on? They're using the jade ring to wildly spend at businesses owned by Dihao Group. Just one night, they spent 550 million. They refused to pay the bill. I was about to send them to the police station. Mom, didn't I tell you not to touch my jade ring? It's my sister. I was afraid of ruining your wedding before. Low-key, very low-key. It's just me, sis. I was afraid of ruining your wedding with your husband before. Low-key, very low-key. You will only embarrass me. This is Miss Lin, the one you mentioned. I don't rely on men, I rely on myself. You guys really. Birds of a feather flock together. I will pay you back. Alright. Miss Lin. How will you pay? 550 million. Mr. Lin. We don't have that much money. We can pay in installments. No. It's not possible. This is making things difficult for me. Miss Lin. Tianxing Group's market capitalization is 100 million at most. But this is 500 million. When will you be able to earn enough? Ting. My daughter is about to marry the chairman. 500 million is nothing. It's just. Once my sister becomes the chairman's wife, you'll all be finished. Ting. My daughter. I'm about to marry the chairman. I'm only missing a measly 500 million. That is. Once my sister becomes the chairman's wife, you're all finished. Take them to the police station. Wait. Who says I don't have money? This is a black card personally given to my sister by the chairman of Dihao Group. The amount in here is more than just 500 million. 8 years ago, your chairman gave this to my sister. Don't you think I'm broke? I was just giving you a chance to curry favor with me. It's a pity, though. You bunch of blind, adorable little things. In a moment, my brother-in-law will fire all of you. There are only 2 in the world, and I'm the holder of one of them. This card looks familiar. That's right. This black card belongs to my sister. Dare to touch the chairman's family? You will all pay the price. Watch closely. Once the card is swiped successfully, you just wait to be fired. Swipe successful. 550 million spent. Welcome back anytime. You blind fool. Who is the thief? I'll tell you. Dihao Group. That's our family's business. What's wrong with us spending money there? And you dare stop me? Where did you get this card? From your room, in the closet. That black box. The black box tied with a red string. Yes, sis. Wasn't this a gift from the chairman's brother-in-law? Yes, sis. Wasn't this a gift from the chairman's brother-in-law? That was before the wedding. Han Yuxuan gave it to me as a betrothal gift. Lin Qingxiu. Now. Do you regret it? That's right. Why did you hide it from me? All these years. Have you been wanting me? I should have told you from the beginning. So I stopped talking about it later. I know. You're proud and have high aspirations. I was worried about the disparity in our social standing. I was afraid you'd feel inferior. That's why I gave you the funds. To start your own company. I even had Dihao Group support you behind the scenes. I established this entire Southern Province branch. All for you. I had planned to be at Tianxing Group's listing ceremony that day, but I never expected that I would be in a coma for 5 years after a car accident. But since I woke up, so it is a truly solid lesson for me. This card, you didn't believe in it and threw it in the corner. But your mother and brother didn't hesitate to spend it, did they? Return the card. Impossible. This card is ours. It's impossible to give it to you. Report it lost. Yes. Are you really going to be so heartless? We're already divorced. Previous expenses. I won't argue with you about them. Starting today. We are no longer connected in any way. Why the high-sounding words? Han Yuxuan. You said you concealed your identity. For our Mr. Lin. To win the bid. Isn't that right? Whether you're Han Yuxuan, or the chairman of Dihao Group. In Manager Lin's heart, there has always been only you. You were the one who broke your promise first. And you even blamed everything on Manager Lin. You're truly shameless. Ah. You dare hit me? Do you even have the right to speak? You can't even see your own position. If not you, then who? Say one more word. Control your hands and mouth. Mr. Han is the chairman of Dihao Group. What are you? If you dare insult Mr. Han again, I won't mind letting you taste what it's like for those aristocratic families to have their paths cut off. What that taste is like. Han Yuxuan, can I talk to you? It's between the two of us. We have nothing to talk about. To speak
其实对帝豪集团来说
is pointless. The chairman's kindness. That worthless token. It's all fake. That's also why, for the past 8 years, the only thing I ever faked was designed by my own hands, built by my own hands. I poured my heart and soul into it. But now that I've taken back my heart, it's worthless. Shattered.
碎了。
Sister. Grandpa. What's going on? You and Yuxuan got divorced? Yes. You're so muddle-headed, child. So muddle-headed. Old master.
当初就因为你的一句话，让青秋和那个韩宇轩结婚。那个韩宇轩就在我们家赖了整整8年，8年呀！他吃我们的，用我们的，就连他昏迷那5年的医药费也是我们出的，一事无成，分明就是一个只会拖累青秋的累赘。那谁知道他是帝豪集团的董事长啊？
就是，爷爷，你怎么不早说呀？要不然我现在是帝豪集团董事长的小舅子，不知道有多疯。
The sky of the wealthy. All.
全都不好，姐，你说你真是，一个男人的心都冷。
你们懂什么？这都是你们
Xiaoshu anyway.
我林家的家教就是这么教你们的吗？当年家一夜崩塌，是宇轩伸出援手，我林家才跑以延续呀。
原来他那么早就帮过我。
那时林家岌岌可危，多亏宇轩出面，和帝豪集团搭上了线，这得以保全公司。若当时没有宇轩
Green.
秋，你的天盛集团成立是不可能的。林家
Early. Destroy the suburbs, early.
不止如此，你还记得在
Meng Daliwan National Collection, Jietian style.
上
A safe exit.
出了一笔钱，那也是宇轩所赠啊。
是他给了我资金。5年前他昏迷之时，就为林家和帝豪集团搭上了线。原来你早就知道他的身份，你怎么不早告诉我们呀？如果我们早知道他有这么高的身份，那我一定会把他供起来的。
就是，爷爷，这一切都怪你，闹成这样，我的富豪梦都破灭了。
Diligence is invaluable.
你们不懂啊，我的错，我不该把你们养成了鼠目寸光、趋炎附势的人。你别宇轩，他只是一个
Common people.
你们扪心自问，他对你们可有半分的不对？本该是我林家长久兴盛的关键，可现在却全让你们给毁了。
爷爷，话也不能这么说，我林家现在也不差呀。我姐的天盛集团马上就要上市了，是吧，姐？
没错，5年时间，青秋就带领天盛集团发展到如此地步。如果再给他点时间，说不定也能做到帝豪集团的地位。5年时间，青秋就带领天盛集团发展到如此地步。如果再给他点时间，说不定也能做到帝豪集团的地位。我们家青秋啊，从小就是最优秀、最聪明的。只要有青秋在，天盛集团想不发达就难。
Stupid and foolish.
愚蠢啊！
爷爷，请您相信我，就算没有帮助，我林青秋也会带着林家走向辉煌。乔秘书，怎么了？
Zonglin won't.
好了，李总，我们天盛集团合作方现在都拒绝和我们合作了。你说什么？ 这是怎么回事？
我也不知道啊。现在90%的合作方都给我发来合作终止函，再这样下去，咱们的资金链就全断了呀。
你先稳住公司内部，我这就
Six harmonies.
公司合作方确认这到底是怎么回事，尽快找到解决方案。
Want a treasure? 1. Zonglin.
现在是我们公司发展的关键
Close.
一旦资金断裂，所有的项目都会受阻的。可是要赔200亿违约金的，会让我们公司彻底破产的。
我知道了。
Leave Qing.
出什么事儿了吗？
General Lee.
李总，我是林青秋，您……喂，你好，田总，我是林青秋。
抱歉，
Female promoted to General Tian. It's General Bai.
林青秋是吧？我和你没什么好说的。
Literary style self.
怎么了？
曹总，我是林青秋，您……
林小姐，以你现在的个人能力，目前达不到和我们合作的最低标准。以往我给你太多优待了，但我现在决定一一收回，还请您尽快将订单退回。
什么？只是过了1个晚上而已，为什么会这样？
Hong Lin.
家终究还是逃不掉败落呀！
爷爷，爷爷，青秋，你还愣着干什么？你还不赶紧去求求那个韩宇轩？毕竟你们结婚8年，他当初还是很爱你的。你不喜欢外面的外卖早点，他就每天早上6点钟起来给你做早餐。他为了你练就了一手的好厨艺。你去求求他，他一定会原谅你的。
姐，你别那么高傲了。姐夫那样的人，什么样的女人找不到？你哪怕伏低做小，对不对？只要能哄得他开心，韩宇轩的心不都是你的？
爷爷才刚死，你们就惦记着韩宇轩的钱，你们还有人性吗？我们都知道了，你的天盛集团已经不行了，你不去求那个韩宇轩，难道让我们跟你一起喝西北风啊？
是啊，姐，说到底还是你自己不行。
Won't open the public post office later.
你快去呀！那个韩宇轩身边有那么一大堆的小狐狸精，如果他被那个贱人勾走了，你后悔都来不及。
妈，我看那个姓秦的就没安好心。
够了！我还要送爷爷最后一程。以前是我太纵容你们了，你们的吃穿用度都是我赚来的，不会再管你们了。你们好自为之。
姐，你可不能不管我呀，姐！姐
Go on the attack.
你个白眼狼，老娘白养你了！
妈，姐，妈！
您今天离开的事情需要通知林小姐吗？
Need a day.
是，那我们赶紧出发吧，飞机已经在机场等候了。
Yes.